Alright, welcome back everyone to another episode of Stories from the Unbound Shores. Where we last left off, the party had investigated the Forgotten Fortress after dealing with the Death Knight and his remnants. And they made their way back to the Noah's village where they dropped off Amra. And have begun making plans as to where they will be heading next and what they will be doing, and were offered the ability to request magic items from this village, as it is something they are capable of producing. Although, depending on how strong the item is, it may take more time, or perhaps require them to go and retrieve materials. With that said, I think that is all I need to cover in the recap.
I put 7 item suggestion chat.
Feel like I almost said after you posted those, a bag of endless provisions that only produces hardtack and cheese.
You're the jerk.
That's cruel.
And then I thought that every time you grab something from it, you roll a d6, and on the 6 you get cup ramen. But on 1 through 5, it's hardtack and cheese.
You suck.
Wow.
No. On 1 through 5, it's cup ramen. On 6, you get the cup with the cup ramen.
What, like noodles in one hand, broth in the other? Or some shit? No, I need this answered. I'm now curious.
Yes, that's absolutely what I was thinking. You stick your hand in, oh hey look, there's soup in the middle of your bag now.
Oh, wonderful. I do not consent
how any
to
of this
this.
actually works.
Well, should, think about what you... I'm gonna ask for the food thing, because hardtack and cheese can suck it. As can Dirk.
Does it feed us all?
It could. Find out if they can make it.
Alright, so... I mean, is this like just after you've left Nix's house? And you decided to poke your head back in and ask about that, or...
Well, she did say to have our answer to her before nightfall, which is in, 2 hours.
Well, it was more just like before you left, but
Yeah,
sooner the better.
I'd just be like, oh, I've had a thought about the magic item.
Alright. Well, we have something. We actually already are in possession of something that is similar to that. Although we would have to make a duplicate for you. But, it's not the most convenient for traveling. Unless you had a way to store it. Well, it's an enchanted cauldron.
Oh. That is
So-
not terribly convenient. My second thought is
Also buy a bag of holding.
a bag that has an extra dimensional pocket inside it.
And as I am running this world's a bit higher magic than 5th edition usually intends, bag of holdings are a thing. Like, there is more than one, and they are a somewhat known thing, at least among those who would know about magic items.
Bag of holding.
Yeah, I think we can do that. I'll have to see what materials we have available for it, though. This one wouldn't require too much time, but could require some going and fetching.
Retrieve the enchanted silk thread of an angry magic spider.
Not so much. It's not so much the thread, per se. It's just... It's difficult to pin down a doorway that can, well, to pin down the space, but have the door able to move freely. I'll just have to see what we have available and see if we can make it. If not, I will let you know what we are missing and where you can likely look for it. But I suppose if you had one of those, that would make the cauldron much more useful.
Indeed.
Is there anything else that comes to mind, as long as I'm checking the stores? Well, if anyone has ideas, now's the time to rattle them off, I suppose you could say. As long as I'm having to sort through what we have and don't have, I might as well do it all at once.
Well, given the call it a racial bias of our group, we had thought perhaps there might be a way magically modify the rest needs our dwarven companion, thereby increasing the amount of active time we have as a group.
That might be possible. Perhaps I could enchant a bedroll or something to just make the sleep more nourishing. That sounds doable. May not require any fetching, but a little bit of time. Is there any priority to this list, or just, make what we can?
I feel like the bag of holding was generally.
Alright.
I would prioritize that. I mean, unless one of these ideas is doable without us fetching something, in which case start with that.
That would likely be the case for his sleeping. I guess problem is the more apt way to put it at the moment.
Needs. We'll call them.
Fair enough.
Sorry, is smirking.
Excellent.
Well,
what's this thing we needed to retrieve for the bag of holding?
She's not sure yet. She has to check what the village already has, in store, just so that they know what they're missing.
And I'll say, thank you. I'll get out of your hair and I'll back out past the group. I'm gonna go find out what Amara wants to do with the map.
Ah, yes, the map.
Before you head off, if you're looking to return that, you might want to hold off until I send you fetching what it is we would need for the bag of holding, as it might be rather useful in making sure you can actually find the stuff.
That is a solid point.
Just something to keep in mind, but do as you wish. What of the rest of you? Aurelion, I think it was? Is there anything that you might find useful?
I cannot think of a thing.
What about your little, memory issues? Do you think there would be an item that could settle with that?
Or just a doctor?
Eskel is interested again.
Yeah, he comes back upstairs. You're right, I'd almost forgotten about this.
I don't know.
Our friend is experiencing lost time. I haven't noticed him receiving blows to the head, but sometimes he goes about actions and then has no recollection of them later.
Specifically when he enters these fits of rage. Or so that seems to be the case so far.
Hmm. Look this way, would you? I need to get a look at you.
I didn't catch that. That dropped for a second.
She was just asking you to look at her so she could, examine you more or less.
Okay. Then I make myself available.
Well, no physical ailment, but that's rather to be expected with those symptoms. Memory loss. That might be a tad tricky, but I could see if I can come up with something. But that one would take time for sure, as I'd be starting from scratch.
Do you take levels of exhaustion from that?
No.
Okay.
Right. Well, as you can't think of anything, and that is actually, in fact, your problem, I'll come back to you. What of you? No, sorry.
I likes books.
It's true, I do like books. I do like knowledge.
Books and knowledge, Well, if you like to keep things noted, I could, at the very least, give you, enchant your spell book so that it's more resistant to tampering and damage. As I know that tends to represent a rather large investment.
That does sound helpful.
Alright, that one is rather simple, and I might be able to get that one done before you leave, actually. As long as I can get started right away.
About how long would you need?
Hour, maybe 2.
Eskel, does that work for us? He's too far gone for me to hear. Damn it, I told him I wanted to go with him. Well, we'll just have to
he grin showing teeth as he said Mel likes books, so that he just sort of skips down the stairs and starts sauntering off with a self-satisfied expression on his face.
I know my travel companion so well.
Wee!
Anyway, so I'll pass her the my spellbook and thank her, and then ask her to point me in the direction of Emera.
She will do so. I don't know what direction Tristan wandered off in.
Yeah, he wandered off this way, so that's the way I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Real question: did he wander in the correct direction?
That is a good question.
If you wandered to the southeast, that would be a no.
I went southeast.
Yeah.
It's to the edge of town, and it's like, so.
Where's Emra? Like, turns back toward Melisar, like, you knew, right?
Dirk, I know something was more or less requested for you, but is there anything particularly you would desire?
I feel that makes sense. The less time that we can spend resting, the more time we can spend traveling and getting things done, the better. I also agree that just a bag of holding is an entirely reasonable, an entirely useful thing to have in travels. So I feel that utility for all of us is going to be beneficial.
I fear I've gone the wrong way.
Alright, and what about you, Al?
I don't believe I have anything, at least off the top of my head. I'll be completely honest.
Alright, well, I have a fair bit on my plate already, so I won't push for more. But if you do think of something, come see me. With
Okay.
that said, I work best alone, or, well, not really alone, but in peace and quiet. So if you wouldn't mind, I have some work to do.
No worries, I understand.
Oh.
Let us know if you need anything. And Al will try to see if she can find Melisari and Eskel.
I don't know why they left so soon, since we had agreed previously that we were all going there together anyway.
Al would shrug.
Well,
Weird.
so, Eskel, do you actually ask, Melisari where Emra is?
I mean, presumably I find him and steer him off in the correct direction.
Alright, so about this time, you guys see, Eskel and, Melisari walk back past you the opposite direction, towards the, northwest. And then further north.
And Melisari was kind of shaking her head.
That building with the big old sphere on it is the one you're looking for.
Oh goodness, that's far away. And it is, of course, essential to take the path. Dirk, what?
Only dwarves are natural sprinters.
I'm sorry, but something is bothering me today. I need to use the restroom real quick.
Okay.
Get the Friday Taco Bell that I did. I figured you'd know how to, you'd remember where we'd been told she was.
Mel would.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I meant that in character.
Of course, she also, confirmed before wandering off.
So, did you get a good book?
She's going to be enchanting my spellbook to make it more durable.
Oh, that sounds excellent.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that's always something that you would be concerned about during an engagement with monsters.
And with people. And kind of just in general.
Indeed.
My cat is sitting on my desk.
A few days until Atlas.
Did we decide on a course of action? Going back to Mistal?
Well, we've discussed it a little bit, but I think I think we haven't yet done that. But definitely. That's why I'm going through these other motions. There's something I know we can do while we're here. I want to give the others time to think about what they want to do before presenting the cases again.
I believe the others are with us now.
Yes.
Al would slightly wave. Just... yeah.
But I have a sneaking suspicion that they haven't decided their preferred course of action.
I'm gonna be honest, out of character, I don't remember what the courses of action were.
I'll
Go to
be...
Mistal, check out the West. I know there are at least 2 or 3 other courses of action proposed.
And one of them could be tower with this map, potentially. But yes, the main ones that at least Eskel's would be to... We would go to Ira to get a casting of Windwalk, so that we would then use the holy symbol, transfer back to Mount Mistal, and speak to the royalty there to see what they want to do with our info, to give them the information we have about the Forgotten Fortress, and see what they want to do next. See if having performed these tasks will grant us any more access to knowledge they might have, which could change our tactical situation.
And see if they've learned anything about the magical damage to that one passage.
And then we would have the Windwalk to return to this area or beyond if we needed to. We have heard the stories that the undead concentrations grow stronger as you head west on the continent, so there was possibility that there was something other empowering Atlas from the west that could be worth looking into. But as for Atlas, we needed to try and figure out what his exact oath was, and this might be a question we can't answer until he's back. But we have information from Eleanor, and we have information about him and Eleanor, which I believe will be wise. Talkative person might be talking over. I forgot Aurelion. I am sorry.
How dare you?
I have to control 2 tokens. I forgot about that one. Okay, bye.
Woohoo!
Why have you done this thing?
How about on the roof?
Uh...
Anyway. Oh, now I'm by the torch. There we go.
Alright. So, what you're told is that Era had been staying / working in this, well, what's now now an occupied home, but was previously unoccupied. Do you just go up and knock? What's the approach here?
Yeah.
Who's there?
Eskel and friends?
Oh, give me a moment. I'll be right out. It's a bit messy in here.
Little bit of mess never hurt anyone.
What?
Oh, sorry, just kind of shrugs. Not my variety of mess.
I feel like your variety of
there
mess.
actually was at one time.
I feel like your variety of mess would include spell scrolls, which could hurt someone.
Yeah, as I said, there was that one time.
She opens the door slightly and tries to make her way out. So you're back. I take it things went well, or at least, well, you're not dead. I'll put it that way.
Indeed. We were able to destroy Atlas' body once again, and all of the undead that he had gathered within the Forgotten Fortress. So, we did survive. Given that our next course of action needs a bit of planning first. I thought we might speak with you, see how you're feeling about your new circumstance, and perhaps talk about that map, which should maybe go back to the tower.
Yes, since you're back, she'll kind of open up the door and just kind of lean in and pick it up from around the corner. Here you are. I presume you can get it back to where it belongs?
I believe we have that power, yes.
Very good. Didn't particularly like needing it, but I needed it nonetheless. Although I guess you saw how that turned out, so perhaps that's not even the correct verbiage.
It's a very that cannot be denied.
So, where do you think you're heading next?
Probably the Mage's Tower to discuss this. If not, would be making a quick stop in at Mount Mistal to report the success of our mission at the Forgotten Fortress.
I hope that goes well for you. Oh, you're saying?
I think that they'll be happy to hear about it.
I would hope so. Well, I'll be heading to the plane of air today with Ira. Still haven't gotten used to saying that. It's a lot to take in.
I think that you'll probably find it's a good change. And if you decide it's not something to do, should have them get in contact with us and we can help you figure out your next.
I will keep that in mind. But if I'm being quite honest, just about anything's better than here. Not the village, of course, but, you know, the surrounding area.
I believe that to be. I'm not entirely certain what will be happening. I would like our actions ultimate. Elysium becoming a safer, less undead-filled place.
Well, that's certainly the hope. But I suppose only time will tell, won't it? Then again, I suppose you'll be around long enough to see it.
That's the hope. If there's anything further that you might need from us before either of us departs, just let me know.
It's not something I particularly, need from you, but, in some of my conversations with, Nyx and the others here, some questions, and things were brought up about a lot of you. I'm just trying to, get to know each other, I suppose. And something interesting came up. They seem to believe that you were, at least originally, from a group of drow in the mountains. From the sounds of it, they're not, well, the more common variety, I suppose, is the, kinder way to put it.
Well sworn.
Uncommon variety of drow?
Do you mean well sworn?
Yes, I suppose it's another way to put it. I don't know, a ton about it, but from my understanding, they are simply just trying to live at least close to the surface. Being, sunlight's a bit of a problem, as I'm sure you're well aware. I guess that's why they still stick to, you know, caves and things, but they're not. From what I understand, they've actually had some dealings with them, and they don't seem to cause trouble. So that's surprising. And did you know anything about them, or are you actually from there?
This is the first time I'm hearing of it, and no, I'm not from that particular group. Community of Drow from which I was rescued was not on Elysium, and was certainly not the type that would have been making friends with a gnomish tinker village. No, they were true Lolthsworn, hateful of the surface dwellers. It is because I did not embody the teachings of Lolth that I was excised the group. Honestly, I think that excision saved me, though. So, I will talk to Nyx about this, learn more. Perhaps there is something interesting to be learned and done. Thank you for the information, Amara.
You're welcome. It seemed like something that you either did know and I missed, or something you would like to, so I thought I'd bring it up.
Yeah. Good information. He's looking somewhat troubled and puzzled.
Please tell me that look on your face doesn't have to do with what I just said. Oh, we have lost Inari.
It's... I won't lie, it does. It just, I am wondering at possibilities, that's all. Don't mind me. Again, if there's anything that, we might, bring for you, from elsewhere before your, transference, let me know. Things in.
Alright, then. What of the rest of you?
I think we need to settle on our next course of action. And then execute that. I wish you well in your new endeavors, and encourage you to no longer steal magic items.
Melisari snorts.
I'll admit, not my, finest moment, but, well, it's getting returned. It'll work out in the end. I hope.
We will certainly try to make it so.
Well, I have some more, preparations to make before I, leave. So, if you wouldn't mind.
Indeed. Thank you for your time.
He kind of nods and steps back inside.
Welcome back.
Well, this is fun.
Are you on your phone now?
Yep.
Alright. Well, seems I'll be in charge of Al today.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Stuff happens.
What?
Uh,
Oh. No, that's Nyx. Where did Eskel disappear to?
He walked right past me earlier.
I did?
Yep.
I thought you were like purposefully avoiding him.
No, I didn't
Since you
even
like
see him over
stopped
there.
right next to him and then turned.
No, I just...
It's hilarious.
I was walking on the path, so that was me stopping at a corner and turning and moving along. I didn't even notice him standing here.
I thought I was standing on a rock. Apparently I'm standing on some floating greenery.
Yep. Well,
Very light
no,
on your
you're
feet.
just floating on the greenery. The greenery itself is not floating.
He's just, kind of seated on this rise, looking out, into the forested area around. I just realized it's toward Ira's location. Hello, Ira.
Could somebody please real quick recap for me, because I guess I apparently didn't hear the last little bit of that.
But if the players like to do it, or shall I?
The DM.
Alrighty. What was the last thing you heard, Ari?
Eskel and Emira were talking about the fact that there was, a group of drow not too far from where we were, and that was really it. That's where everything decided to cut out.
Well, the only other other important bit of that is that they seem to be, friendly, I suppose, being one way to put it. They, were not, attacking, at the very least. And it seems to, have Eskel doing some, wandering.
Alright.
When we're here, Derek will turn to Eskel and say, "Is there another course of action that we should discuss after, as the next thing that we do after sharing what we know with Mount Mistle?"
There's a bit of a pause before he responds. He kind of lifts his head a bit as he's seated. Says, possibly yes. The only thing that I've noticed while I've been here is that there was a group of drow on the path between here and Mount Mistle that had claimed the remains of the Gorgon we destroyed. I did not interact with them, but I was concerned that they were going to try to use the Gorgon to attack Mount Mistal. So, I doubt that's the same group of drow, but I don't know. I don't know the paths of the Underdark here, or what houses control what areas here, or if I would ever have even heard of the houses in power here. But if there is a group of drow that are not wantonly attacking settlements on the surface, then perhaps there are communities that have already learned from Volt's teachings. But that seems a bit much to hope for.
I doubt that rumors like that would make their way onto the surface if there wasn't at least some kernel of truth. But we can certainly talk to more people in Mount Mistle to see what they know. And they might even have some information on the layout of the Underdark in this area as well, which could help with anything that in that respect.
I hate to bother Nyx more, but seems like she'd be the one with the information. At least about the local drow.
We might also glean from her I guess I fear bringing them up to the dwarves at Mount Mistal. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
I'm still concerned about the drow I did witness with the Gorgon. Don't imagine that any good might come of that.
Indeed.
If they could utilize its ability to chew through stone, that could spell disaster.
If those drow are unaffiliated with these drow, I just worry about the prejudices of us surface dwellers. I wouldn't want to see any harm come to anyone desiring peace, just because of old grudges.
I am unaccustomed to people thinking that way, especially elves. So, thank you. Surprising, refreshing.
Everyone deserves their chance to live.
Nods. A small smile creeps across. Yeah, I think I've heard that somewhere before. Why don't we see what Nyx knows? And then perhaps we will go to Mount Mistal after all?
Will we be taking the detour to the Mage's Tower, or are we hanging on to the map until such time as any fetching that needs to be done has been successfully completed?
I think that the returning of the map can wait until we know a bit more. I have concerns about the status of Mount Mistal, and I would like to go there first.
That is a fair point.
Is everyone okay with that?
Before Dirk, Aurelion, and I had left Nyx, she did mention she would be busy working on our objects that we inquired about, and mentioned she works better alone. So I would be wary about going about inquiring about this right now. But that is entirely your call. I will not fault you for going ahead and asking about it, especially with it being something this important, and especially important to you and important to our situation. But I just figured I'd let you be aware that there's the likelihood she might mention just a not at the moment kind of situation.
Perhaps.
Hope that's not the case, but
Perhaps there's someone else who can answer our question.
possibly.
Why
If you
don't
wish to
we?
wait for Nyx, we will need to speak with her, briefly at least, to get my spellbook back at some point when she finishes.
Indeed.
This is true.
So, however you would like to proceed.
Why don't we give her a sundown before we bother her? In the meantime, let's ask someone else. She's not the only gnome in this village.
It is accurate.
Would be exciting. Find Drow who are not following Lord's teaching.
It would be a breath of fresh air.
So, Mr. DM, why don't we knock on a house and make a new friend?
Alright, let me make a new friend.
Yeah.
Make new friends, but keep the old
Miss Silver.
one forever is gone.
So, as a matter of fact, you don't actually need to knock as you kind of start walking back towards the center of things. You'll see an older gnome step out of his house over here.
Where's here?
I see it.
Uh. The spotlight is on.
He just seems to be going about his business at the moment.
Bill, excuse me.
Yes?
We're guests of Nyx. And she's a bit busy at the moment. We had questions I was hoping someone in town might be able to answer for.
What might those be?
We've recently been told that there were a community of Drow nearby that did not attack this village. Is that true?
Parts of that are true. Not so much didn't attack the village. Allow me to tell you the story. There's a camp nearby if you care for a place to sit. I'd invite you in, but it's a bit small.
Please, lead the way.
He'll head down here to the kind of campfire area you can see to the south. Well, some of us have, well, met these drow. They've never come to the village, so as to whether or not they would have attacked the village, you know, they haven't, but they've also never been here, so that point's rather, moot. However, we, back when there were more of us and we were more well equipped, we would occasionally venture out towards the mountains in hopes of mining some resources. Just some of the basics that we might need and would have trouble coming across out here in the middle of the woods. I, however, got separated and found myself on the wrong end of a set of fangs. I honestly can't remember what the creature was at this point, because, frankly, it's not the important part of the story, and it's been a while. But there I was, in the middle of Elysium, nowhere that I could know to go, and no friends that could call for help. And all of a sudden I see a few figures, such as yourself, darting around, and I thought, well, at least this will be quick. Hopefully. Maybe not. I was trying to be upbeat, but to my surprise, they actually offered help rather than death or enslavement, as I would have expected at the time. It seems they had a camp somewhat nearby, and were able to take me to it. I would tell you where it is, given who you are, but I passed out from the pain on the trip. But these drow took care of me. Or at the very least, kept me well enough together that I didn't go dying on their doorstep. Which was quite the surprise. Needless to say, no one really believed me when I got back, but over the years there's been one or two more incidents, but that one in particular is my tale.
Bear markings of them?
Not that I could see, and well, as I'm sure you know, I don't expect those markings and kindness exactly go together.
Not. They did not employ any arachnoid creatures?
Not that I could see. If it's always been to my pain that I've not known where they are, for I'd like to repay the debt that I owe. So if you are able to find them, let me know. There are some things I'd at least like to give them, if not ask what it is I could do for them in return. What?
They never came seeking them.
Well, I'm not sure if they could have if they wanted, but no, they didn't. Once I was healthy enough to walk and be able to hopefully get back to somewhere more populated on my own, we just parted ways. I'm not sure if they changed camps after that or what, but when I went back there at a later date, they were gone.
You know where it is.
Well, I do know where it was, but not where it is.
Was it far?
From here, it was not particularly close, but it was about a day's walk. I was able to make it just before nightfall.
Out that far as a hunter?
Not so much a hunter, but a gatherer. Looking for materials. I don't have much need of hunting for food, but materials for weapons, buildings, armor, equipment, research, all of that is rather difficult to come by without some concentrated effort.
Anyone else had any experience with it?
None that are left, I'm afraid.
But they've been met before.
They've been met a total of 3 times over the past 100 years or so. So I imagine it's not, well, also it could be the same group, but long enough that there's rarely more than one of us in the village at a time who's actually seen them, but it's happened enough that we've come to accept that it's the truth and not some fluke or someone simply gone insane.
All within a day's journey of here?
Not all. I don't have the exact details on distances from the others, but mine was within a day's journey. I could, if you have a map, I could mark where it is, so you could have a place to look, because you seem interested, as I suppose would be, rather expected.
I'm going to pull out the Marauders map. Say if you speak the location to this map, it should be able to show us what is there.
Yes, I saw that. Your friend was, coming around earlier.
Don't we need attunement first?
What?
Don't we need to do the attunement first?
Do we?
I believe so. Because last time I
also
think
the wrong time of day. I thought that it only functioned
at night.
At night, and is it night? It's like morning.
It's like late evening.
Our morning.
Oh right, no, because we did sleep. Yeah, so it's like mid after. It's like late afternoon.
Yeah.
Afternoon, early evening. I'm going to say it's late enough that would work, but Melsari is right, though. It does require attunement, and none of you are attuned to it.
Rats.
Grabby hands.
No, because if I let you attune it, we'll never get into the Mage's Tower.
That's not true.
We'd get there in a few hundred years.
No.
Shall I attune it?
I am willing to bring it to the Mage's Tower. I have suggestions for the mages at the tower, but I am willing to bring it there.
Do you have a time frame in mind?
I have questions for the mages at the Mage's Tower.
Once we are able.
That is a moving target.
I mean, I'm not complaining about that fact, however. But very well, if someone else would like to attune it.
Alright, Dirk.
It is
She does
getting rather late. You have something that wouldn't take an hour?
Now we have a normal map, I believe.
Do we?
Do we not?
I don't know if we do.
I
would think that we do, but I'm not sure.
I draw out a piece of paper and
you have a map. You can't get anywhere in a Dungeons and Dragons world without a map. I'm just going to assume you have a map.
And we're assumed to be competent.
Yay. us.
Yes.
And so he'll mark a spot near the base of one of the mountains, about halfway between Mount Mistal and the Forgotten Fortress. Well, no, that'd be too far, because it has to be within a day's walk.
It's true.
Sorry. So, one moment while I look at the map and see what looks reasonable.
Maybe this guy just, like, walks real fast.
I mean, he might have access to magic. It's entirely possible.
Maybe he's a barbarian.
Even worse, if he's an elk barbarian, then he has a movement speed of 40 and double the travel pace.
Yes.
Do the elves stack up their doubling travel pace?
Elves don't have a double travel pace.
That's what we did in 4th edition. And 3.5 edition.
Closest you get is wood elves, which get an extra 5 feet of movement. I think they might travel faster in like forests because wood elves, but I'm not sure on that last part.
I think wood elves are something like they don't treat forest as difficult terrain. I think that's it.
They can hide when they are lightly obscured by foliage, heavy rain, falling snow, mist, and other natural phenomena.
I'm hiding behind the raindrop.
Alright. So yeah. It would it's not exactly near a landmark on the world scale map. So I'm just gonna have to describe it as best I can. It would be mostly east of here, but like it would be, east northeast. If he made it in a day, he could probably make it a little less than that. Assuming you get Dirk up early, or get him to bed early, either one.
Or that we have Windwalk.
Or that too.
We will indeed have that.
It's like, that's roughly where I walked back from.
We lost the owl again. Well,
Welcome back. But my best guess is that they would have headed north from there. As well, if they're not willing to attract attention in caves, well, probably too similar to previous livings, would give them some amount of protection without raising too many eyebrows, unlike, structures. Oh. I wish I could give you more, but
Given us plenty. Plenty to hope for, at least. Thank you. Time.
you're welcome. Again, though, if you do manage to find them, if you're ever in this neck of the woods again, he kind of laughs at his own stupid joke. I'd appreciate if you could let me know. I'm not the best artificer here. I have spent a great deal of my free time over these last several years working on some things that might make their situation a little more like living, less like surviving.
I would seek them out. Wish to give them now, or wait until I found them?
Huh?
So,
I'd like to be able to take them to myself, but I'm old. I can't exactly make it out that far anymore, especially if they've made it all the way to the mountains. Perhaps I should just send them with you.
I would carry them.
I suppose they would be of use to you as well. Is not really a spare, but I don't see a reason why you couldn't use one while you, made the trip.
Expectantly.
He kind of goes, he says, I'll be right back. Naturally, I don't have them on me. He kind of walks off for a minute.
Thank you. Humoring me while I explore this lead.
Are you talking to us now?
Yes.
Esco. How are you gonna feel if these drow are no longer followers of Wolf?
Be wonderful. Means that not only is there another path like the one I follow, but that there are already drow following it. I was raised to believe that Los was the only path.
So needless to say, you would be overjoyed.
It would make me very happy. I've chosen my path, so it's not as though I intend to change mine, but it means that I'm not alone in my defiance of Lolth among the drow. It means that there is something more tangible that I could present to Lord Sworn to try to encourage them to change their path.
The old man comes back carrying a, bag. These aren't particularly, uniform, as I had been experimenting what might, hold the effects best, but from my research, this should help, your kind with, their,
Allergy.
issues with sunlight. Should make it less, intense on them.
What do I see?
You'll see a bag with, like, a ring, an armband, pretty much any type of, like, about a dozen different types of wearable objects. They're all magic, and it's why it's taken me so long to make as many, but at the very least, if you do try one on, I'm never certain they work. That has been my greatest failing in this, is that there's not exactly anyone to test it with.
I will reach out and take the armband. place it on my arm. Is this a forearm kind of thing, or an upper arm kind of thing?
There'd be one of each. So, you take your pick.
I would take the bracer one then.
Alright, that is one of the later versions, so I was actually able to work around needing attunement, as it is a smaller effect, but naturally it took more resources and time. But that means if you are able to find a strong spot of sunlight in the fading day here, you may be able to feel its effects, or, well, its lack of effects, I suppose.
I strap the bracer onto my right forearm, and I imagine that I become aware of a magic that is filtering light around my body.
Yep. Since you're not, like, in direct sunlight, you wouldn't feel it as much, but as you look around, it's not as straining. As I recall, the player version of sunlight sensitivity also messes with targets that are in bright light.
Even if I were to look at bright light, it would be a problem. Oh, I mean, even if from here I could look at a roof or something where there might still be bright light coming down.
Yep. Yeah. So you would definitely be able to feel its effects. Alright, appears to be working as advertised.
That is a lovely gift. You said that there's about a dozen in the bag?
Yes. I wasn't sure of a number of things. One, what their preference might be for where it might go, and two, what this enchantment might attach best. So I've tried about everything I can come across until I hit 12, which is how many there were when last I saw them.
I will seek them out to offer them this gift with your words of thanks. I will let you know what they desire, what their response is.
I appreciate it.
What is your name?
One moment. I forget. I'm bad with names. Give me a moment. Pick one.
I don't know if pick one was a command or
No, I said give me a moment to pick one.
I'll give you a moment to pick one.
My name is Eldon.
Eldon. Well, Eldon, again, thank you very much for your time and the hope that you have brought me specifically.
Glad I could. If you are able to deliver those, well, how I phrase this way, I'll try to have one more ready for you upon the next time you're here. As I know finding them will likely not be easy, so I'd very much appreciate your efforts in delivering them.
We'd be able to shift back to a diurnal time frame.
Since I can actually ask this time, do you have a preference for its shape? I've found it doesn't seem to matter all that much with this one.
He like looks at the armband and says, I rather like this. It's out of the way. It feels good. If you could make it in leather, and for me, if you could put a mark of Bahamut on it.
He smirks. It's already in the plan.
You have my deepest gratitude.
I'll do my best to have it made upon your turn. Should you find them, please give all the ones you have with you to them.
Of course.
Even if their numbers are less, in case more end up finding their way to them. I'd prefer that there are extras rather than, the other way around.
You have a good heart, Eldon.
Well, you can thank them for that. If it wasn't for them, pretty sure it would just be either a bear or wolf's meal. Frankly, I don't remember. I just remember claws and teeth. Ugh. Not a fun experience. At least, not the first half anyways.
I shall ensure they know. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, this is just getting late. I'm going to back to bed. Seems I will finish up in the morning.
Sorry for interrupting you.
Well, if you can get those delivered, it is certainly no trouble at all. Not sure I'd ever get those delivered any other way. Anyhow, good luck, and if I recall correctly, you'll be on your way soon enough, so I should get out of your hair as well. And with that, he just turns to leave.
Skull's just sort of hugging the sack of magic items protectively to his chest. Still seems to be thinking deeply about things. Shall we check on the status of your book, Melisari?
Yes, certainly.
This time I know the way. Hi-ho, Silver.
I moved him.
Oh, I figured you were
Lost
dealing
him?
with Al.
I thought they were back. Alright. Nope, guess not. I guess I should have grabbed that one.
They're not in the game, so.
I am back. It's just I really don't want to risk relaunching it and then have it crash. Have the internet crash again. So.
Yep. No worries. So, to knock, shout, just go in. What's the play here?
Well, it isn't my book.
I don't know. What's polite here?
Probably knocking?
I suppose. I'm just wondering if how long has it been?
Well, the walking and the two conversations, it's been about an hour. Maybe a bit over.
Was that about how long she said it was going to take, or did she say?
She said 1 to 2.
1 to 2.
Well, 1, maybe 2, was her exact phrasing.
Can wait longer if you want. Just think that And our day started. We need to talk to Ira before she disappears. And then head to Mount Mistal. Eskel sits on the bench and reclines his back against the wall, just sort of holding the bag of enchanted items on his lap. Every now and then picking one out and examining it and putting it back in.
Alright. Well, how long would you like to wait?
I'll give it like, I don't know, 10 minutes. We didn't
Alright.
make plans on whether she would.
You wait 10 minutes.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Alright, I guess I'll go knock if it's been over an hour. I mean, it has been over an hour.
Yep. Yes?
It's us. Just wondering the status of, your project.
Oh, you're back. Just one more thing. Yeah, that should do it. Come on in. Door's open. Well, unlocked, not open.
How do I open the door? Oh, wait. Yes! Look at that. Okay, anyway.
I made a box and I put your spellbook inside it so it will be protected.
Oh my god.
And it's a lead box, too, to keep the magic out.
I'm trying to fix the roof again.
Drag the green slider down till it goes away and then
Got
hit
it.
the lock button.
He keeps unlocking on me, but that's okay. So, how did it go?
Alright, seems to have gone well. This should, keep, stains from, staining, fire from burning it, water from making it more or less disintegrate. The, usual worries.
Protected from the elements. Excellent.
I wouldn't go trying to, cutting it would likely still function, however. You win some, you lose some.
I'll be taking a knife to my bookshelf.
It should protect it from, happenstance, but, should someone directly go about trying to tamper with it, I make no promises.
Well, I appreciate it all the same.
Alright, so let's see. Let's review. You were interested in a bag of holding, and if you could get one, a cauldron of plenty. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting? Oh yes, enchanted bedroll for the dwarf.
Heads up, it
Did
looks
anyone
like
else come in
Thomas
with
lost connection now.
Welcome back.
Did anyone else come inside with me? Seeing as she is now sort of addressing the group.
Yeah, I think there's no reason to just stay on the porch there.
Well, the bag of holding I seem to be missing one of its primary ingredients. A particular kind of crystal that's mined out of the eastern mountains here in Elysium, are found growing in some places in the Enchanted Forest. I can give you a description, and at least if you're going to be looking at Elysium, a general idea of where you can look. But without one, I will not be able to make one of those for you. I have what I need for the Cauldron of Plenty, should that get retrieved, and I will have to update you later as to that sleeping bag or bedroll, what have you, as that is a new one, so I'll need to start that from scratch. However, there is one other thing I can offer you, that I can just borrow one of someone else's until I make another. She'll just place it on the table for someone to grab. This is a decanter of endless water. A great number of the water sources on this continent are not the safest for drinking. So if you'd like to not get sick, although I acknowledge it's not a problem for some of you, you might want to use this instead.
These are all very helpful. Thank you, Nyx.
Well, I believe that's all I can do for now. But if there's something else, I'm happy to assist how I can.
You said you could point us in the direction of crystals in Elysium?
Yes. I know there's a deposit underneath, Mount Mistal. However, last I knew, there were still, a few smaller ones, in the mountains a little bit to the west of there. You should be able to make it there and back within a day, not including, the actual time of finding the gems.
Do you have any advice on properly locating them?
Well, frankly, locate object, that would be particularly useful, but short of that, they stand out in the darkness somewhat, as they are black gems that glow a faint purple.
No, sorry, looks thoughtful as a mention of locate object. I don't remember if I have it. I don't think I do.
Not
Sure
always the most useful spell. It's only 1,000 feet.
I do not. But I could buy it.
If you can
Oh,
find
wait,
a
I don't know
scroll
if I can, actually.
or someone who can, have it in the first place.
Well, we're headed to Mistal anyway. Perhaps we can make that request of them.
Very well.
But if not, shall we mark it on our map as well? The other deposits. Where is the map? Eskel!
Huh?
Well, quite frankly, you'll want to mark those deposits regardless. Um, as trying to get the resources out from under any dwarven fortress is next to getting a snowball through hell without melting.
Yeah, so I'm hoping we can convince them to give us one. Or perhaps allow us to purchase one if we have
God,
gold for it.
Probably what you wish. I'm sure that would save time, but it would likely be expensive.
Ah, Eskel, map.
Map. I draw out our mundane map.
Did you hear any of the discussion from outside?
Something about deposits.
We require a special crystal for, the bag of holding.
Oh. Mining, you say?
Yep. Or purchasing, if you can smooth talk the dwarves over about Mistal. As last I heard, they were sitting on at least a small deposit of stuff, but knowing them, it's likely rather large.
And if we are unable to convince them to
The
relinquish
color
some,
rises in Eskel's face.
there are others.
What?
What?
I heard something in Eskel's face.
The color rises in Eskel's face at that statement.
Which statement?
That the dwarves were probably sitting on a small deposit, although knowing them, it's probably rather large.
Are you angry?
No, he looks embarrassed.
I'm not looking. I don't know what I was gonna say, so whatever.
Oh, I'm marking Mount Mistal.
Why the face,
There's
Eskel?
also other deposits that we need to mark. In case we are unable to.
Where else?
Mountains about a half day's journey to the west of Mount Mistal.
See him, like, measuring things with his fingers and then circling a spot, putting a question mark, and then drawing a crude image of a crystal.
Well,
Eskel, why the face?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
it may be a full-blown mine at this point, so locals may be able to point you in the right, a little more precise direction.
They're large dwarven deposits.
No, those you'll likely have to pay through the nose to get.
That's a different kind of mining.
Oh dear.
Is there anything else I can help you with before you leave?
I glance around to everyone. Nothing I can think of.
I think I'm all set.
Well, then someone do me a favor and decide who's taking that. She points back towards the decanter.
Endless fresh water.
Oh,
She explains to Eskel.
I just pick it up and place it gently, like, I dig a space down toward the bottom of my bag and place it in and then pack the stuff around it so that it stays vertical.
Once you're not touching it, there are 3 command words associated with it that I should tell you.
I am not touching it.
Okay, good. Because you need to have at least some part of your some part of a living body in contact with it for the command words to have any effect. If you say the word stream, you just stuck with common for these. It'll pour out a gallon of water at a faster rate than simply tipping it. And even faster should you say the word fountain. However, if you say the word geyser, rather than pouring out, it'll, well, shoot out like a geyser, and generally
Fun.
push around anything in front of it. Within about 30 feet or so.
Melisari appears to be contemplating the uses of this. With amusement.
Although it's only push up to about 200 pounds.
Still, be great for laundry.
Well, it would likely punch a hole in anything you try to do laundry with that.
Yeah,
I would
it's a little bit
suggest
forceful for laundry.
I would suggest one of the lower settings for that.
Also, we don't need laundry. And she goes to say a thing, and then suddenly realizes, oh, I didn't prepare prestidigitation.
Wait, prestidigitation's a cantrip.
Yeah, but with Tasha's, I can swap one out per day.
Oh,
And I still have Spare the Dying.
Spare the Dying's a good one.
The Dying's not a wizard thing. Do you mean Toll the Dead?
Toll the Dead, yeah.
Oh,
That one.
also good.
That one. One of those cleric things that I got with Tasha's. The cleric thing that I actually got with Tasha's.
Thank you. We will return with the crystals. What was the old gnome's name? Holdan? Something like that?
Eldon?
Which was it?
Eldon. Eldon.
Eldon. Right, Eldon.
Eldon. But with a D.
I was
And on.
close. Eldon. Eldon has asked us to look for a group of drow somewhere between here and Mount Mistal that seem not to be following Lolth. You wouldn't happen to know anything about them, would you?
Oh, yes, I had rather forgotten from my talks with Amara. I had originally been under the impression that you might have been one of them. I'm guessing that's not the case if you're having to look for them.
I am not from among them, but I would like to meet them. And so, if you know anything about how to find them, that would be greatly appreciated.
Sadly, I do not. The most I could have offered you was to point you to Eldon, but...
We already found
well,
him.
yes. Seems you have, gotten ahead of me on that one.
We didn't want to bother you while you were working.
I appreciate that.
In any event, thank you for what you've given to us, what you've done for us. We will be headed to, I look to the group, Mount Mistal, and see what news we can glean there. What influences we might find to our chosen path.
Well, I wish you the best of luck then.
Thank you. If everyone is ready.
I'm ready.
I believe so.
Then we shall go to Ira. We shall return next, hopefully with the crystals in hand.
And I asked for a quick summary of what happened over the past 8 minutes.
Discussions of where we can find crystals. Marking on the map.
Finding out that Eldon had the most information about the, drow.
Write that.
And I have the decanter of endless water and the command words.
Oh yeah, we can make a geyser that can push things.
Sure, that is one of the functions of a decanter in this water.
I'm gonna use it to climb cliffs.
Now we just need a bag of tricks, and...
It's sovereign
That's the other
glue.
one. Oh yeah, to hold it all together?
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
There was a funnel of some kind. Someday we will craft it, Sam.
One day.
What is it that you guys are crafting? Or do I
I'll
wanna
find it and
It's a
I'll post it.
surprise. To the Wind Lady. No, I went too far.
This is great. I bet someone beats us there.
Only if they cheat.
What?
They cheated.
What she did?
I just walked through a tree.
DM cheated.
Oh, never mind. I walked through an owl.
Yep.
The way
What
Al was
the-
set up,
Hilarious.
oh goodness, hang on, I gotta try and take a picture of that.
What the hell just happened? That's where Aurelion would be vanished.
There I am.
Alright, so as you approach, Ira will begin casting tongues.
Got any?
Is there something you need of me? Or are you just here for your, parting gift, as it were?
We are here for that. But I suppose that, we were given some information. I wondered if maybe in your travels you've run across any others like me, a drow who do not follow Lolth.
She thinks for a minute or two. I think I did actually meet one, yes. Well, one or two.
Around here?
Well, if I'm being honest, I can't be that certain. Well, I'm more accustomed to home than I am to here. My, ability to navigate is not the, strongest. When
How do
you're
you know
looking
they...
at the tops of trees, they generally look the same.
Indeed. How do you know they did not follow Lolth? How did you know?
Well, I suppose I didn't know for sure, but... Well, I didn't see any symbols of it on their clothing, and they didn't shoot at me, so that's, telltale sign.
If that is all you know, then thank you.
Yes, I apologize, I do not know more, but while I have been around a while, most of that has been on my home plane, not here. And, well, quite frankly, I'm not sure the Drow's ever set foot there.
On the plane of air.
I suppose it's possible, but I've certainly never heard of one being there. No.
Well, we have, a number of places that we wish to go that are far away. So, if you would bless us with another wind walk, we would be grateful. We ask this as a favor.
Certainly. I was it is next to nothing. So long as I am able, I see no reason to withhold it from you. So, here we go. She will begin casting the spell. As I recall, it has a little bit of a casting time. Let me check.
Thank you very much.
Thought she was going to start doing the cha-cha slide. One hop this time. Charlie Brown.
What?
So, it'll take her about a minute to cast the spell.
Cha-cha slide is her casting somatic component.
Oh dear.
Alrighty. So after a minute... Oh. So, my guess would be that this minute is more or less just the time it takes to transform, because when the spell's cast, you start in the gaseous form.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were taking the holy symbol back to Mistal, weren't we?
Yes. Will allow us to get there instantaneously so as not to waste hours of our wind walk.
Yes, yes.
So, once we have wind walk placed upon us,
Have it on you? When it is first cast, it does put you into the cloud form. So, I mean, I believe you can still teleport like that. Let me see.
Might be interesting.
No, you can't, because it says the only action tank are blink, blink, and blink, none of which are use items. So, it'll take you another minute to transform back if you want to, make use of the transportation.
alright. So we get turned into clouds instantly. I turn back into myself. Say, thank you very much, Ira. Hopefully, ere long, the undead threat from this place. And we are grateful of your help in that mission.
He nods.
Please do take care of Amara.
I'll do my best. I get the feeling we'll get along just fine.
Hey, if everyone's ready.
Dirk had gone to untransform when Askel was as well, since it'll be easier to, get into the city when we're not clouds of smoke.
I'm gonna look at Melisari. Is she still a cloud?
I will transform back with you guys.
Okay.
Although it would be pretty fun to just appear in the middle of the shrine as a cloud.
Sorry, I need you to do this draconic part.
Oh yeah, that's important. But yeah, no, I transformed back with you guys.
Okay. I hold up the medallion And we say the words in Draconic and Celestial.
Alright, and with that, you will head to Mistal. Let's see. Nope. Nope. There it is.
I'm a Neo Summoner.
And delete that. Delete that. That.
Myself. It's so bright!
Okay, I'll fix that in a second.
Plop.
Right, atmosphere.
I love that I'm oddly placed. I'm also sad that I can't look up the hill.
I use
What do you mean you
I
can't
turn
look up the
the
hill?
view to flat, and then I use the white white slider to go up.
Turn the view flat.
So I drag the camera down as low as it can go, and I
Yes.
use the white circle.
Ah, yes, yes.
I know I
was just
had a
wondering if,
music in here I liked. I don't remember what it was, though.
I was wondering if there was a setting of some sort that would let me, like,
That ain't it.
Yeah, I finally found the use for marker blocks.
mark blocks.
They're a DM tool that lets you click on them and activate them, and it can change. You can put presets in there, so all you have to do is go into the GM layer and then click on it. And it'll be like, it'll change the music and the lighting and all that kind of stuff.
What's with the hole in the wall over here?
It's the secret entrance, okay?
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
I have a secret tunnel over here.
Through Mount Mistal. I mean, I also have a secret tunnel there, but the
Yeah,
one
same.
further
There
down
we
is
go.
also-
Yeah, I redid it. Or I dragged the green one all the way down and then back up and fixed it. Oh.
I didn't fix this.
What hole in the wall are you talking about?
over by Dirk.
Yeah, for me, I see a big hole in the wall
Yeah,
here.
and roll your green thing all the way down.
I did. That fixed one of them, because I had two holes. That fixed one hole, but not the big hole. But yeah, like
Oh.
right for me, from here to here.
That is
It
Just a
hadn't
hole.
fixed it and then it refixed it. I like being up on the wall though, because when
Esco's
it's
just like, you're
rolling-
crazy, Dirk. There's no hole there.
Anyway.
Flying Mel.
I mean, I could fly. I could be a cloud again. I rather enjoy it, in fact. But anyway, oh, it's nighttime.
There we go. Alright. I don't have like a shrine made, so be at the entrance to the city. That'll do.
Cool.
Oh, you know what occurs to me? Everybody's asleep.
What?
Potentially. Actually, it's probably only like just around sundown, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Obviously.
around.
It's like mid-evening.
I don't remember where to go.
Alright, so we should head to Alice. Ah! That was bad. I dragged myself through that by accident. Going straight up the stairs, past all these.
Where's the sound volume?
What?
I can turn it down, I think.
No, I want to turn it up. I can't hear it.
Oh.
I think if you hit
outside
escape,
the
it's
game
in your
setting.
primary.
Oh, I thought it was exit to main menu, exit desktop.
You need to click the settings button, not press escape.
Right,
Because escape
right.
is something different.
Yes.
Yeah, but
That's
oh
on-
wait, it's right on the top. I'm a fucking moron. Okay.
Yeah, first thing.
Everybody all went ahead. There you are.
Long
Right,
way. I imagine we passed by guards and stuff to get in here.
You would, but you made a bit of a splash last time you were here, so, you're not gonna get, like, you're not gonna run into problems, per se.
I don't remember going swimming.
Swimming? Huh?
Made a splash.
Shut up. Alright, one last thing. I should have done this in advance. Okay. Alright, where'd you go?
We're up at
And
the
up
top.
to the central plate.
Okay, see ya. I do apologize that these 2 buildings don't have roofs, but well, I'm building above the height limit, so if they had roofs, I wouldn't be able to remove them and have you see that floor.
We went. Follow me, I remember the way. Early on.
Come on, everybody, let's go.
Thomas.
Uh-huh. Hold on.
Okay with everything that's happening right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, you just knock on the door.
How could he know?
Whoa. Power just flashed. You're not gonna get a response to your knocking at the moment.
Pull on the door.
It appears to be locked.
Perhaps we should find a guard.
Let's find a guard.
Is there not a guard just here?
I'm disappointed in myself.
Why?
If you look to your right, you'll see a statue facing the wall.
Picking up here in the building.
Oh, it's gone now. Oh, it's back. So just like, I guard this wall.
Oh boy.
Knock on the statue's
Alright.
shield. Clearly it's the puzzle for how you get in.
I don't believe that to be the case.
I knock on the statue's shield.
Oh dear.
Alright, one moment. Let me get out some guardy looking dwarves.
Told you. Well, that happened.
Right. I do wish I could move things more than one at a time.
Aha, I got a 20 eventually.
What are you doing to the statue?
Knocking on the shield.
Rolling
Why?
dice at it.
Well, because clearly, if the doors are locked, this is how you get inside the building.
What gave you that idea? Excuse me.
Well, we would like to speak to someone of authority.
Okay, then you can come back in the morning. It's late.
That's when we sleep.
We're on a bit of a tight schedule regarding our mission to the Forbidden Fortress.
Forgotten Fortress?
That one.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
I said that.
And just what's so important?
It's inhabitable?
I wouldn't call it inhabitable yet. The heck was that noise?
I mean, there's no more undead in it.
Well, yes, but there is still an undead who will be respawning there in several days.
Well, let's back up on that. Technically, there is still one undead in it.
No, there's not currently any undead in it.
Oh, yes, there is.
No, nobody
Oh yeah,
cares
there's
about
Eleanor. You forgot about Eleanor.
Look, either way, we're gonna get there way before these guys.
Assuming we can actually talk to someone tonight.
We need to talk to someone tonight. That's why we're throwing around lots of big important buzzwords like undead and Forgotten Fortress.
Look.
And mission from the king.
If you're looking to get into see His Highness at this hour, you'll need to go through the Temple of Arathis to more or less
It's like barely past sunset. Or it should be like barely past
Like
sunset.
9:30 p.m.
We work early in the mornings. What do you want from us?
Access to your king. That's what we want from you.
Anyway,
And
Temple
I'm
of
telling you how to
Arathis.
get it.
Arathis, where's that?
Next door, big building. Battlements. Hard to miss.
8.
I say
They more or less act as his
that one.
after hours secretaries. So, if you want entrance, like, if you want an audience tonight, then you'll need to go speak with them.
Alright. Arathians. Away!
I accidentally went underneath the everything. Oh dear. There we go. That's the proper layer to be on.
My roofing skills need some work.
Aurelion. Away! Aurelion. Is that not him? That's not him. Where is he? There he is. Aurelion!
Oh, I grabbed the wrong one.
Away.
That's why you had trouble finding him, because I moved the wrong piece. That is my bad.
Aurelion is now a city guard of Mount Mistal.
I got confused.
Aurelion, this way. What? I thought I was with them. Like, oh, you're with us.
I thought I was a dwarf.
Oh,
Really tall
Elf.
dwarf, if that's the case.
elves. 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 Elves.
Now this would actually be open.
Elves.
And I apparently forgot internal lighting.
Whoops.
Well, I didn't forget it. There's just not as much as I can put in later builds.
Where are you?
And Eskel ended up on the... There he is. He must have ended up on the second floor.
Didn't, yeah, tried to set him through the door, and he was like, bye!
Alright, you know the dwarf.
Why is the green thing not changing the...
It tries zooming in and out a little bit. That's what I have to do sometimes.
Yeah, as I tried to warn you, it's gonna be finicky up here, because I was building above the height limit. So, sorry.
Guess it's more rather guidelines than actual rules.
I just watched that last night. 2 nights ago? 2 nights ago.
I put it on last night. I fell asleep before Orlando Bloom met Johnny Depp.
How dare.
I know I got to the scene where he gave the sword to the mayor, the governor. Then
It's like 10 minutes in.
It is.
Yeah. You did not last very long.
I wasn't trying to last long. I put it on to fall asleep too.
Yes, is there something I can help you with?
Well, we have words for the king.
Could you be more specific?
We were sent on a mission by the king to the Forgotten Fortress, and we have news of our mission.
Do you still have your paperwork?
I turn and stare at Mel.
Yeah,
Our what?
If the king sent you on a mission, then you likely needed paperwork to get an audience with him. And at which point that would have been updated and given back to you so that we would be able to expedite the process upon your return. Do you still have it?
I don't recall being given paperwork when we got our audience with the king.
We went and sat in a waiting room that had farty chairs.
Oh dear God. This just does not lend professionalism to this task.
We did come here first. Is there no record of our discussions here?
Perhaps. Name?
I didn't catch what you said.
Name?
I'm Dirk.
And you? Pointing at Aurelion.
Aurelion Lentwill.
And she just points at Eskel. It's kind of like with the back of her pen.
Eskel, Paladin of Bahamut.
You there. And your name is?
Melisari Sarsandaral.
Thank you. And lastly, you in the back with the, bow.
Oh.
Alright, let's see. And do you know with whom you are speaking? Out of character, feel free to just pick a name, because I don't remember either.
Do they even have a name?
The king?
I know I gave him a name, I just don't remember what it is.
Bob.
Bob Rupert?
Yeah.
Rupert.
Blooper?
Very well, I will roll with that.
Bob Rupert.
No, it was the we were talking about the cleric of Arathis that we spoke with
Cleric
before.
Bob Rupert of
going over,
Arathis.
No. Bob Rupert.
Bob Rupert.
It's all one name.
Bob Rupert.
Bob Rupert.
Alright, give me a few minutes. She turns and starts, looking through papers, kind of in a binder of sorts that she pulls off the shelf. Alright, yes, here we are. So you were... Oh, well, that is a bit of a problem. So what was the, outcome, of your attempt, let's call it?
If you mean on the mission and not in our attempt to get this audience,
Yes, the mission.
we have successfully cleared all physical, corporeal undead from the Forgotten Fortress and defeated the Death Knight that created them.
Very well. With it being clear, or at least relatively clear, as your
Only
wording
two
seems to
known
dance-
threats remain. Only two known entities remain. One is not a threat.
And the other?
Will not be returning for several days.
I see. In that case, I shall get you in there, as this has been a success. He'll want to know about this so His Highness can see what he would like to do next with the fortress. Right. Follow me. She'll head back out to the entrance to the... Well, palace is probably too grand a word for what it is, but to where you last met the ruler. Alright, and because we are somewhat close to time, I am very tired, and I frankly don't know what he's going to say. I'm actually going to call it there.
Seems fair. This conversation could go pretty long, depending on how things go, so.
Yes, and I'd rather it be at least have some sort of framework as opposed to me rattling off anything that pops into my head. So, I do hope you all had fun. And with that, that is today's game. There will not be one next week, to my understanding. I believe, Sam, you're busy, correct?
Yep. My mom is coming to visit, so I will be busy with stuff.
Alright, so then I guess I will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yee.
Is that
And
when
we'll
we're Saturdays, or?
Nope, we are going to be on Sundays until... Watch your calendar.
I think the 28th.
Okay, so we have
Yeah.
the 8th and then the 15th.
Yeah.
Yes. And not the 22nd because I will be on a plane.
That sounds correct.
A month.
1, I cannot wait for my new work schedule. 2, I can't wait to be on Saturdays instead of Sundays.
Alright.
Me too.
And I think all of us will actually enjoy it a lot more.
Yeah.
I'm just... So, this should be a nice improvement all around. And so... And I will be a whole year older by the time we get there.
Yay.
No, you'll be a month older.
You're gonna
You know what I mean.
in time. He'll have a new digit at the end of his year.
You know how this
He'll
works.
be 210.
People don't age days at a time. They only age a year at a time. You know, they're exactly 21 years old until it's their 22nd birthday, at which point they are 22. No, there's no extra seconds, minutes, days, months, weeks, anything.
Thanks for making me feel old again.
I thought.
Oh man, this afternoon at work, I actually felt very old. I'll be honest.
Why?
You nap, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.